Hello, powerful ones. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezo Elimi. Hey, Happy New Year, I should be saying now, because we have actually glided into the new year. I hope you're doing well. I wish you the very best. Today, we are taking a look at the very single most important thing that will help you succeed at your goal. Now, a lot of the times, we have this feeling that life is not responding positively to us. We just feel that in spite of our best effort, we are not getting the best deal out of life. And we forget one fact, that all that happens to us in life are for our good. A lot of the times we feel that things should work in a particular way. And when they don't work in that particular way, we feel they are not in our favor. This is an error in judgment, because we are really not able to see things as clearly as it should be. We only see in parts. There are the other parts of things that are not visible to us. So we need to have a positive mindset. See, success and fulfillment are only possible when we have an understanding that life is in our favor, that life is working for our good. There is nothing against us. Everything is in our favor. The only thing that can ever be against us is our thoughts, our interpretations of things. Remember, life is about perspective. If you believe that things are working in your favor, then they are working in your favor. Your belief is what defines your life. It's nothing else. If you can feel anything, you will get that thing. Your feeling is your life. So feel protected and you get protection. Feel love and you get love. Feel happy and you will find happiness. When I read Rhonda Byrne's The Power, there was a portion of that book where she said that if you feel unhappy, instead of dwelling on the unhappiness or fighting the unhappiness, just focus on being happy and tell yourself inside, I am happy, I am happy, I am happy. Before you hit that statement, I am happy 10 times, you will find out that happiness begins to well up on your inside. It's just by confessing it. It's a simple test. Put it to use right now. Just say it. Not judgmentally. Just say it with belief. I am happy. I am happy. I don't even need to read it the fourth time before I start feeling the well of happiness turning and rising up within me. Happiness is your nature. It's not something you need to do something to get. So stay happy. Our unhappiness comes when we start bothering about tomorrow. When we start allowing yesterday to affect our mood, we change. But right now, without yesterday, without tomorrow, oh my goodness, we are in the ocean of bliss. But because we travel out of today and go to yesterday and go to tomorrow, we live where our power base is. Our power base is now, here and now. So in this new year, I want you to clearly look at yourself, look at your life and find out what are these things that are responsible for my not being able to move to the next level. There are a few of them. If you are conscious, if you are listening to the events of your life, you will find an answer. Let me give you an example. Sometimes we want to attain success in the outer world, in the things that we do, and we do not know how to attain. We feel that it is by working physically, doing things externally for us to get there. They are good. But you see, when the scene of your inner world is not conditioned, it's not programmed to control the outcome of success, of fulfillment outside there, my friend, you will make a mess of it all. Because mind is aware of this, it keeps you from that success. Because it knows that when success comes, you will crash. And mind has a function to keep you from embarrassment, to keep you from doom and pain. That is what mind is all about. So, what will bring you failure, what will bring you a crash, a major life-defining event that are not positive, mind does its best to keep you from it. And when it happens, because you push and push, mind will now define you on the basis of that event, and then your life will never be the same again. But for you to have that beautiful life, that life of your dream, that life you have always prayed for, you have to be conscious of the signals that life is giving you. I don't know if it was here I once told the story of me when there was a time when I lost appetite completely. I lost appetite and I could no longer eat. In the month of April 2015, I didn't eat up to 10 times. I mean 10 meals. Not 10 days, 10 meals, because every attempt I made to eat was wasted. What was the problem? There was a major challenge. There was a major worry going on within me. And I wasn't even fully conscious of it. You see it? Now, I was running to become rich, to really be rich. So there was this period when I was a bit down financially. I didn't have up to $1 million in my bank account. So everything was dry. And I was fighting hard to get it back, to get money. I was pushing for businesses left, right, and center. And then suddenly I had a little break. And then the bank account was loaded again with cash. And then I paid off backlogs of debts, staff salaries, rents, all of those things. Now this was it. As I was paying off all these debts and paying workers, paying suppliers, and people who did, all these laborers who did things for me, I was getting bank debit alerts consistently. They were just coming onto my phone. Money in the bank was coming down. When the money got to like 11 million naira in the bank accounts, wow. You needed to see how I felt. It was like every debit alert was like a jab in my heart. I was fighting frantically to get more jobs, so that when I was receiving debit alert, I should be receiving credit alert, but it wasn't really coming. It wasn't really coming as I wanted. Okay, there were projects I was working on to come, major project, mega project that would bring in so much money that 10 million naira would be nothing. But they didn't come. I was troubled. All right, this was what led me to lose appetite. I lost this appetite, and one day I was on my bed in the house. I couldn't open my eyelid. That was when I knew that it took energy to open these eyelids. There was no energy left in me. I was spent. I knew that if I didn't eat something in the next 30 minutes, I would be dead for sure. I gathered energy to pick up my phone, and I sent a chat to one of my staff. I said, Paula, if I don't eat in the next 30 minutes, I'll be dead. Buy me grapes, apples, bananas. I just listed the things and I sent, and the phone dropped from my hand and I was gone. I heard next people calling my name, and then I started feeling the tug, and then I slowly came back. I was going. Because there was no food, there was no energy in this body. He brought food. I ate just 2 balls of grapes. Just two. No, that round grapes. Yeah, I ate just 2 and I became strong again. I was sweating, I was moving around the house. Then in the next 5 minutes, I was down again. I finished 1 pack of grapes in a week. That will tell you how I was now learning to eat again. Now, what did you think happened? My mind was embarrassed because my mind almost lost me. Events in your life can make mind interpret certain things for you, and you will be wondering why. Mind will read the arithmetic and find out what are the things that made you almost die, that almost destroyed you. When mind finds an answer, it will create a program against it. In this context, my case was that I was telling mind without actually saying it, but for my feelings, that I don't want debit alerts. I don't want people to collect money from me. That was the message I was sending emotionally. And how will mind prevent debit alert from happening? Is from preventing credit alerts. So in the next years, 2016, 2017, 2018, I wasn't making money. I just had barely enough to keep my body together, but to say to pay for rent, pay for things, I did not. I went flat down. Of course, I blamed people, but I didn't know that it was a program that I subconsciously, in my moment of low consciousness, wrote for my mind to operate on. What are those things in your life that are responsible for you not being able to hit that break you've been looking for. Stop blaming God. Stop blaming people. Stop blaming the political system or the economic system of your country. It is all in your hands. You have to find it out. When I started this YouTube channel, I started posting videos. Nobody knew anything about me until about 6 weeks ago when I posted a particular video. Facebook blocked the video. Not because the content was wrong, but because some couple, either in Korea or China, claimed that they had the right to my video. And these are couples who have a very huge following on Facebook, but they do not speak English. So there's no way I can even find out what they are posting to know what their content was like, for them to have said that what I posted was theirs. And due to trust Facebook and their machine-like system, they actually blocked my video till today from being seen by other people. I told them this is my original content. The only thing that I know I have taken is videos, which is from my software that I paid for. I bought a lifetime license on FilmMaker. So the resources like the music, the videos and everything, I could use them. I see that's all, except they are claiming that they own those things. Apart from that, they are all my contents. But today, Facebook blocked that video, and it is very annoying. I told them, come, it takes me a minimum of 15 hours a day to make these videos. Somebody just make a claim on the video, you just took it, and you are telling me I can't have it. It's not fair. But of course, they are machines, they are not human beings out there on the other end, they are just running. So that really affected me. Then I was getting very angry, and then I lost my appetite. Then I remember I said, you are going back there. When things happen externally, you are not supposed to take them internally. They are just part of the games of life. I got myself back from it. I let go, and then I just released it. That went. Not talking about several times Facebook had to just block my video. There was one they blocked. They said it went to get a community guideline that I'm trying to get followers or get likes in a way that is not acceptable by their standard. What was it? Because I tagged so many people. Okay, so I stopped. Then that went. Then the next thing, what I did was to ensure that every music that I have to be using right now must be my music. I have over 40 music that I license to myself. I compose them and I use people to sing them and I pay them. So why would I want to use materials that are not mine anyway? If the music I was using from my editor are now seen to be unacceptable, therefore just leave all of them out. I started using my own music. Then recently here, just yesterday, I posted one video that was all music. It was my music, my music. I did that music, I composed that music back as 2007, and I produced the 2007 also. And I even in the video, I gave credit to the singers, and then the mixer, and then the producer that I hired to do the song for me. Okay, still, TikTok removed the music. He said it is a copyright material. So the question is, are people stealing my music? I wrote to TikTok to say, come on, this is my music. Before you start blocking this, you should be asking questions. Don't just assume that every creator is a thief. But they didn't listen. They replied me that because it is a copyright material, they had to block it. I said, are you even listening? I should use any of their music. It's recommended some music for me to use. And I said, what for? Are you people even reading what I am writing? It is my music. Who are the people that are telling you that this music is their property? Who? You should want to let me know that. At least Facebook showed me some people who claim that they own the right to my video. But you, what are you showing me? Who are the people claiming these rights? They are not able to show me, but my music is removed. And that thing is, as far as I'm concerned, unfairness. It is an infringement upon my rights. I have a right to use my material. I have a right to use my content any way I want to use it. Now, this is where it goes. I became very, very affected. I was almost not able to sleep. and I was feeling very pained, very angry, because here is a system. You don't have anybody to even talk to. It is a machine that is responding to you, not even a human being. So when that is going on, a thought came to me, so says, well, let us assume you had 1,000 content out there, 1,000, and 50 of them were being contested from every angle. Everybody is making claims to all of these things. What would you do? You will lose appetite. You will kill yourself over all of them. Just as one is coming to an end, another one is coming up. How do you manage it? See, there is a mentality for the streets of success. That mentality is an iron grip will over your feelings. It's an iron grip will over your emotions. You must learn to control. You must learn to control how you feel about things. If you do not learn it, either of two things happens. One, you don't get to grow to your full potential because life will want to protect you against yourself. Two, you may grow to your full potential and pay dearly for it by so much misfortunes. Either you acquire some sicknesses from too much anxiety, you start having all kinds of problems that you didn't bargain for. See, success is prepared for. It is planned. It is a journey that you have to prepare for. Now, when you are asking for certain level of blessing, certain level of growth in your life, you have to ask yourself along the line, why have I not got there? Because whatever I ask from life, I should have the answer as at the moment I'm asking. In fact, the answer has been given and it's always a yes. But why am I not getting it right now? The answer is you are not ready. You have not acquired the mentality, the readiness for that life. You are not there. If you force it, you might be destroyed. Therefore, your ability to listen to the message that life is sending to you is key to development. So, when I realized that, I took a break and I told myself, Sezwa, you need to grow beyond what people are doing. You keep teaching it here in the videos. Why can't you apply it to yourself all the time? There are subtle ways that life tests you. You need to pass the test. Let these things go. There is a difference between what you have done, your work, and you. They are not the same. You are not your work. If your work is being rubbish, is being contested, it's not you being rubbish or being contested. Clearly define yourself from what you do and what you have. The moment that thought came to me, I became grateful for it. And I just went in a silent moment and meditated and said, I'm sorry. I let go. One video is not the end of my life. But you see, Facebook has blocked like 3 or 4, all because they felt I tagged too many people. Not that I don't understand it. So I just leave them. They are the one that created the tagging system. Like, they also own Instagram. On Instagram, you cannot tag more than 20 people. I wasn't even doing tagging, I just stopped. But somebody told me to do it because it will help. But they have a very mercenary attitude to some of these things. They feel that if I have about 5,000 friends on Facebook, why can't I tag all of them if I can? All right. So somebody tags like 90 people, 100 people, 500 people. It becomes a problem in the community. Fantastic. But why don't they create a system where you cannot tag more than a certain number like they did in Instagram? I don't know why. But why would they block an entire video that cost somebody hours? Like now, this is around 12 o'clock. I am recording this now. Once I finish, I'm going to start editing. I will not finish until around 11 p.m. And somebody will now come to me and say, because I tagged too many people on it, they are just not going to let other people see it. Instead of them to say, okay, we have erred, we made a mistake on our system, we should be able to limit the number of people you tag. Because tagging is not a cheap thing, it takes you a long time to do this tagging. So that is it. Now, your ability to take the challenges of life at a level that is not injurious to yourself, to your health, to your self-image is key to success. Your ability to take the punches that will be thrown at you by the external world. There are people who are there to test you. There are people who are there to shake you up. If you are not ready for them, then, and you insist on being successful and going out there, you are ready to make yourself a target for decimation. Open up to life and separate yourself from the systems of things in the world. Separate yourself from the things that you have. Separate yourself from the things that you do. Listen to the message of life. Life speaks to you from every event that happened to you, good or bad. There is a message in them. Listen for the message. It is key. It's a new year. Don't keep dabbling and going in cycles like you did in the previous years. Be very, very intentional and be focused. And part of it is listen. Stay away from griping, stay away from being antagonistic, stay away from fighting, stay away from whatever. Just stay away from anything that is negative. And when things happen, stay back and listen for the message. If you learn to listen for the message, getting to destination land is the easiest thing for you. Happy New Year and God bless you.